Hello, Jesse. So, as you may have known, it was Friday the 13th the other day. And I, as many other people, were curious about why some people were going around saying you're gonna die on this certain day. And I went home and did some research. So, the 13 in Friday the 13th may mean several things. One, it might mean that when a primitive man used to count, he used to count 10 fingers and 2 feet. And then what was after that? 13, mysterious and dark and scary. Also, 13 represented death to the Egyptians. They said there were 12 stages of life, and after that, the actual state of dying was 13th, which was supposed to be miraculous, but it stood for death. Also, in ancient Nordic religions, there was once a party where all the gods came. 12 gods were invited, except one god chose to crash and made it 13. This was the god of mischief, and he actually ended up killing a person, which meant 13 was this bad number. And guess who that god of mischief was? That's right, Loki. Loki is the reason we have Friday the 13th. Friday was just a day in history and throughout religion where a lot of bad things happened. Like it was when Eve ate the apple in the Last Supper. Also, Friday was execution day in the medieval times. So that's nice. Also, as a side note, I expected the year to start out with just not too much homework, not too much work, just kind of ease you into the year. I was very, very wrong. This is what I woke up to this morning. Seriously, in summer you're like, oh, it'll be good to work, but it won't be that bad. And now it was just like, deathmatch, Georgia versus homework. Yeah, it's gonna be a long year. On another note, a friend and I got in a bit of a disagreement over a Sciency thing, and I kind of want your opinion on it, so I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm not gonna tell you my opinion because it might sway you. I'll try and be convincing on both sides. So basically, the question was, at some fundamental level, do you have to take the leap of faith to believe in science, just as if you were believing in religion? So as you can see, pretty controversial. So on the pro side, there are a lot of things in the universe that can't be explained, like the way the Higgs field works and just the laws of the universe are just there because they're there. And so we just have to accept that they're there because they're there, and we're just taking a leap of faith that that's just the way the universe works. And isn't that similar in religion? Also, we have to face Heisenberg's principle, which basically states that there are some things we'll never be able to figure out about our universe. So with all these unknown things, aren't we still believing in something that we can't prove? Are we assuming that scientists are right just because they're right? And on the anti-side, science is based on raw evidence. The theories and laws we have are based on hundreds of years of experiments and theories that have just evolved into what we have today. And true, there are things that we'll never know, but that doesn't mean that everything else we know is based on belief. It's a process, and the more it evolves, the more we learn and the more we know about our universe. The whole point of science is trying to find the truth for yourself. That's not to say that everything we know today is true, because we may find some huge revelation that completely alters our view of how science works, and that evolving idea is really what science is about. So yeah, thoughts? Also in Toronto, we're kind of getting kinky weather. Like Monday through Thursday, it was so hot that you're just thinking to yourself, oh my god, I'm gonna pass out if I spend one more minute waiting for this bus. C-O-M-M-U-T-E-R, commuter. And on Friday, it was freezing. It was like you go outside for 10 minutes, you come back in, and you get that weird cold to warm transition feeling, which I can't really describe what it feels like. All I know is that people should be researching it for means of torture. Or not. Side note number 2, your physics teacher may engage the class, but mine goes on rants about squirrels and talks about Fred the caveman who keeps dropping rocks on his foot and questions the universe. Spoiler alert, he finds a balloon. So I hope this video turned out to be all you ever wanted in a video, and I look forward to your video next week. Also, side note, Icebreakers? Awesome! I've gone through like a pack today, and they're just so incredible. I have no idea what makes them taste so good. Maybe it's that hydrogenated palm oil, or that magnesium stearate.